All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another round of One Piece. We're going to be playing a little Monkey D. Luffy from OP13 today. This is a quick preview of the deck list that we're going to be running, and there are some very suspicious things going on with this deck list, so take a look. If you want a full breakdown of it, that will be at the end of the video. There will be a copy of this in the description below if you guys just want to copy and paste this into Sim, give it a try for yourself. It is a lot of fun. I don't think this is the final deck list, but I do think this is running really well right now, based on what I've tested into for the new leaders, but I got to test into the old leaders as well. So let me know what you guys think. If you do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, I'd appreciate that greatly. We hit over 600 this week, which is super cool, and I appreciate you guys greatly. But more important than subscribing is always commenting. I like hearing from you guys. What do you guys like? What don't you like? Do you want to see what improvements do you want to see? The only way this show gets better is if you tell me what you want. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that you like what you're seeing. I'm just going to keep on cruise control. But right now, we're having a lot of fun testing out our boy. I love this leader a lot. Final note, there is a link for the Discord down below if you guys want to come down and have some discussions with some other RG fans. There's like 50 or 60 of us in there. And, you know, if you just want to come down and say hi, what's up? The server's boosted if you want to have voice or audio or any of that. But most of the time, it's just trading deck profiles and telling me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. I do a lot of wrong stuff, and I appreciate that you guys call me out for it. Otherwise, I'll never improve. So let's jump into some games. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try it against Whitebeard. They're going to reveal 2 6Ks. All right. On your opponent's attack, you may trash 1 card from your hand up to 1 of your leader, carrying 4,000 power during the battle. So they've got a 4K event at all times. Cool. So I can't grab the Shanks. I can grab any of the rest of these guys, though. So nice mid-game might be nice. We're going to need some Dawn restand, I think. Shanks at the bottom? No. Turn it like that. I am going to play this other one, I think. We're going to see if we find... Yep, we do find... Okay, we find a new Usopp. Put our Nami up for searching possibilities. Of course, would we rather... Nah, we'd probably just go like that. And then we'll pass. Alright. We're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, I was like, they just swing 8. I wouldn't have given up a card for that anyways. Okay, ooh, we find another Nami. We like that. That'll probably get played next turn. We'll attack 6 every time. It's really annoying about RG is we pretty much just demand 2Ks at all times. By the way, that was a bad thing they did with it last turn. Don't swing 8. If I've got no Dawn up, swing 5/5. Unless there's a compelling reason not to. Swing 5/5. Kobe. Right, we find 2 Zoros and 1 Luffy. So our endgame's starting to shape up. Okay, we're doing it no matter what this turn. Okay, would I rather have a 6 cost? I can't play it next turn. I don't think I'm going to need freeze. This seems like a big body leader, so I think I ignore that. I already have a Nami, second Nami, or another guy. By the time I get this on board, I'm going to fill up most of the rest of my cells with these 9Ks likely. Like, I'm not going to have room for a double attack. It's a pretty good bait, though. I can't take the Namis, actually, because I'm searching with a Nami, so we'll just take that, I think. So I'm going to do this. Why do this, you ask? Because I want to attack for 7. I do not want to press with a 5. There's too many things that minus this. Except for I forgot his leader ability, so there's my first time messing that up. Okay, what do we got going on here? Yeah, that's fine. We're at 8 next turn. Do I kill this next turn? He's still at 4 life. I feel like he's gonna get starved pretty quick if I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like it's probably worth getting this on board because he put the Odin on board. Should have attacked 8 first. I got attack for 9. That seems kind of greedy. He doesn't have a lot, though. 9's 2 cards. I got 2 1s in thing. He's got a 6 and an 8. He's likely to develop a guy. Let's do this. 9. This is a greedy play. But I like it, so. Okay, so I'm a 7k leader. I got 3 Dawn up. We removed the Kobe, which is nice. Okay, he just develops a couple of dudes. Okay, minus 6k, so it didn't matter what I did there. This was dying no matter what I did. Yeah, no, you got it, boss. I can't do anything about that. A 1k. I don't know why you wouldn't go after this, though. You should get rid of my big bodies. Like, this is enough standing Dawn for me to deal with anything. So I could go 2 to get out of this. And then he can threaten... He can never threaten this. He can go 9 here. What would I rather have down? None of these matter. Just get the Odin out of my way. Shows me a 1 and a 1. Got a rush in there, though. It's good to know, I guess. Found the other double attack Luffy. Found a Sanji, too. I kind of want to save this Luffy for something big. So maybe a little more board flood right now. Or characters. This can defend characters, too. And Luna would actually go really hard against this. Maybe I should have taken the freeze. 3, 6, push, push. I just get a life out of him. Or 2 cards. I'm okay with either. Okay, he takes it. I feel like I just developed another 9k. You can't let that get through. Yep. That's why I'm pushing. Okay. 4 Dawn up. My hand doesn't have a lot of counter in it, but it's got a lot of options. I wanted the second 9k down just because having bigger bodies against this leader seems good. Now they're going to sink one of my Zoros. So now it's a 3k. It's going to get removed. So I was suspecting this would be like a higher end deck, but this is more like a lower end deck. I can't actually save that because if I push that, this has rush character. I don't know why I would ever do anything about that. Because, like, he could put 3/3 and, like, try and remove this, but that's a bad idea. Because, like, yeah, you're not getting much else. Okay, deploys a blocker. I don't care about that. Draw 2 cards. That's not bad. So I have to play for a little bit longer. I've got him in a good spot, but I think I need to develop a little more control here. Yeah, let's get this Nami down. Let's get this out of my way, this out of my way. I want to 9 at his life. Really push him. Wow, he takes it. This can go here. Don't need my Dawn restand anymore. I guess I could have gotten a life, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe it did matter. I don't think that mattered. I'd like to pretend it did, but I don't think so. He didn't use ability, so he could have just used the ability to ditch a card out of hand. I mean, he can play Roger here, the 10 cost 13k, 0 life. I can't use my blocker, but I got 3 lives, 10 Dawn, a Charleston, a Deadman's Game, and a Laboon, and a Brook in hand. My hand is super counter heavy. He can't get me by any stretch of the imagination. Sure, brick and a 1. Ditches a bunch of stuff, gets a blocker up. That's not going to matter. Okay. This thing's annoying, though. I will say that. Oh, no. You were playing like the game is extending. The game is not extending. You should have hit this Zoro to get as much pressure off you as you could. The game is over from this point. I'm going to play my Brook. I'm going to put your blocker down. I am going to swing like 6, 7, 7, 7 at you. I don't even have a reason to let you take a life. Yeah. GG, buddy. Okay, so they do have big bodies in here. He just wasn't playing them. What's he got for counter? 1 2k, 2 1s, 1 and 1. So he's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k counter in hand. Plus he can convert one of these into a 4k. So he's got 10k counter in hand, but that's not good enough given my board. That's why we developed the extra characters. So this was my first crack at Whitebeard. I haven't played against this a whole lot. Let's see what we got in the trash here. I will say this is a really good card. A 4/6 that minuses 6,000 and gives up to 1 rested character my 6,000 power. Man, that is strong. What are you supposed to do about that? I guess that's why these are all in here. Now this is base power. I don't know what all those are doing in here then. Give up 3 Zoros. I don't know why you'd do that. Those are extremely good cards. And he never wanted to raw play the Whitebeard. Because he could have become an 8,000. Like, this is the win condition against my deck. You should have get these down. To be fair, though, I did hold the Luffy, so as soon as one of these turns sideways, this is going to eat it. And I did that with a lot of intention, knowing that I might have to deal with some big guys. Like, these weren't really big enough to threaten me. And I held the Usopp up every time because I just needed the value, and I didn't want to... It was never worth swinging a 5 to get a single card out and losing my Usopp, which restored all my Dawn for all my 7 costs. I don't know. You guys tell me, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? How are we supposed to do it at Newgate? Because so far it seems like easy breezy lemon squeezy, but who knows? All right, catch you guys in the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I'm gonna try again against Big Mom. She's scarier than I think she is, to be honest. Like, I think she is going to be quite strong. Luffy's probably my best bet here. I already have one in hand, though, but it comes down to the chains. This is really good for the turn the Big Mom comes online. Yeah, we'll take this. Put that up top. Probably something like that. It's both my Brooks gone, though. I would like a Zoro, but I don't need this many big guys with no mid game, so I'm going to take this. That's all I got. Pass. All right, Linlin. Here we go again. They can discard 1 card on their attack, and they get to heal for it. They like to float around like 6 or 7 life. And it's tough to press them. It's going to be really tough to press them with what I got in my hand. I can't let you trash a random card. I need the stuff in my hand. That doesn't help me either. That doesn't help me either. Oof. Okay, so there goes another Lightning Luffy. So I got 2 Lightning Luffys down, 1 in hand. I got a 3rd one in an unknown location. If they counter, I don't care, I guess. Go lower in hand size, heal up to 7. So this plays something out of trash. They got nothing in trash that really helps them because everything is KO on their everything has on their turn. You could play at 4 cost. No, you want me to go after characters. I have to turn those guys off. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. 1 here, and then you're going to go what? Like 8 at my life? The only card I can't afford to lose is the Sanji. What are the odds they hit the Sanji? I'll lose a Shanks. I'm not worried about that. I want dudes. Well, there's a Searcher at least. We're going to play a very dangerous game here. Are they confused why I trashed a random card out of hand rather than gave them a life? Okay. Get that out of here. already have one of these. Double attack is very useful. Not real stoked I'm losing all that, though. Oh, that's rude. Zeus is so good for him here. Attack for 5. Trash a card. No! I needed that. I'm playing a very weird game right now. There you go. I'm playing a very dangerous game. I'm just like, eh. Oh, come on. Screw you, guy. Quit that. All them Zeuses. This is not going to go well for me. Ooh, what do we want to lose here? I don't want to lose any of these, really. I think I lose that, though. Get out of here. Go ahead, trash 1, heal 1. Go down to 2 cards in hand. Another Nami. Ooh, I think I gotta take this. I don't wanna, but I think I have to. I'd really like to play these, but I can't. This just has an on play. I just realized this has an on play, not limited to their turn, that has a KO of knocking out my dudes. I can never hit this. There. Have a life. Never much liked hand rip decks. Interesting choice, but alright. Do you think you can take that from me? Oh, maybe. You can certainly try. It's a 4K now. I don't think you get it, though. I got one for each of them, dude, and I'm gonna rip your board down. No, I need that. It's mine. Leave it alone. Get that out of here. Well, he clearly doesn't have the Big Mom. This leaves me with 3 Dawn if I play either of these. We gotta get through some of the life. There she is. Okay, 10 Mom's gonna come out. I'm gonna have to deal with 2 8Ks. And then a 5. Not the end of the world. Okay, hand rips me. You know, I'm a 7K this turn with good reason. Crash 1 random card, just not the Luffy. That's pretty good. It's 2 2Ks if they want to get away from it. It's going to be a mad dash to win this thing. Board's full. There's no point in giving them not giving them more characters. Okay. Let's see how they do. Their board's enormous. They might be able to kill me. It's possible. But if they don't, I kill them on the crackback. Keep the Shanks as my only real card, because it's got a good rush effect on it. We ditch the Luffy, because we don't need it. 8Ks are terrible numbers against me. Why does everybody go 8? Put 1 Dawn on there. I guess play the Big Mom is not bad, because then you could rip. You're going to think more than half a second about it? No. Bye-bye, Blocker Nami. I'm going to make you figure it out with what you got. The 5's not good. The 8's actually can't kill me, but this Dawn could. They just didn't think about it very much. If you'd gone 9s with all this, it'd be way better. Yeah. Now we're thinking. Just keep generating 2Ks. They still have the math if they can figure it out. That was not the move, Big Mom. You should not have been so afraid. Your fear will cost you everything. I've got too many guys. Your hand's not big enough. You've got 50,000 problems right now. Yeah, the 4 is going away. I can't save a 4K. I can save a 6K, though. The 6K actually makes it easier. Do I let him heal? I can't afford... Oh, I can afford to lose the Shanks, right? I'll trash a random card, sure. And then all they've got left is an 8K, which I can get out of. Now what? I'm gonna kill you. If you've got an 8K swing, why would you ever... It doesn't matter. Sure. Anyway, 7. $19? GG! Man, look at all them bricks. Didn't have enough time to play the bombs. They must have been trapped in the life when I really started pushing. Yep. Yep. This thing is a problem. Charlotte Oven is insane. I didn't realize it was just play up to one character with 4,000 power less other than Charlotte Oven from your trash. There's no stipulation, nothing. So that means they can just keep popping Zeus out. Because it's got less than 4,000 power. So maybe I just leave Zeus on the board every time they do it. I don't know. The double attack is kind of key in this matchup. If you don't see this, you're in a lot of trouble. Luckily, we saw one. Just keep pushing. Double attack against yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out it's good enough. Big Mom is scary, though. I will say, if they get a chance to get like 2 of these on board, like it gets out of hand quick. But I was aiming to kill him that turn because I pushed him solo so fast. I think the key to this is to just trash cards out of your own hand. I thought about just letting him heal, and like letting him heal once or twice in the early game was fine. But the ability to just... my hand was huge because I took lives so liberally. And I wasn't playing him much every turn, so by having a decent-sized hand, I just said, sure, knock a card out. Not the end of the world. Because they have to discard 2 cards to heal. Because it's discard 1 card from your hand, then your opponent chooses one, and if I choose to heal them, they then have to discard another card and heal up. So I think the ability to just trash cards out of our own hand, because we don't need any counter cards. It would be really nice if we got to pick, but we just don't. So we just play kind of a gambling game. I think as long as I pick like select turns when I want to keep my board safe, I think it's fine to just rip random cards out and say, I'll beat you with what I have. All right. That's all I got, though. Catch you in the next one. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start with a Nami for a nice deep search. We find our stage. I think that's the best pick here. That'll let us get everything we kind of want to get next turn. Sad to see that Luffy go. They could have used that. I don't want Usopp much in this matchup because he has the ability to turn all of my guys sideways. Playing against some Shanks again. I want to know how this really goes. Roan Ollie. I mean, sure, I guess. I think I got to start picking up some Luffy. So we already had... We had another stage search, I think. Something like that then. And we'll go like this. We're going to poke him for 6, see if he wants to give me a card. Going to play the Nami, go for a nice deep search. I'm hoping to find a Sanji is what I'm really hoping for. Okay, he takes. Play this. We do find the Sanji. We lose 2 Zoras, but I am playing 4 right now, so we're going to let those go. We'll return those to the bottom of the deck, and then we'll pass. Next turn will be the Sanji and probably the Bonnie. Try and set up something for our 7 Dawn turn. You got her. How dare you? Okay, we found another Luffy. It's pretty good. Just gonna keep poking the 6s. I should get a 2K for that one. Unless they've played all their 2Ks. This is a green mirror, though, so it's going to be a lot of grinding. Okay. Freeze is pretty decent. They've got a bunch of cards that auto restand their guys, so I don't know if it's actually all that good. I'm gonna take this. 2 Dawn up. Not getting the greatest hand, despite how many searches we've done. It's raw playing Odin, no rest on that. That's fine. 6, I give you a 1. All right, game. I don't need the Laboons. I'd really appreciate it if you'd quit it. My 3rd Lightning Luffy's at the bottom now. It's very sad. I'm just going to push a 6 at him, I think. Just try and get a card out. Just want to limit his 2Ks. Yeah, it's like the smart move there was to take it. Okay. I leave 5 Dawn up, which means I'm really not getting hit. Got 5 names on board for Luffy. Luffy himself will make a 6th. So we get minus 6K to something right now. Perona is going to make it so he doesn't have any pressure after him. Maybe at 9 next turn. Play this for 6, 3, 2 come back from these. What do I pressure? Probably just pop the blocker down, kill it. Double attack's pretty good, but it gets stunned the moment I swing it. The Brook's probably better value. Let's just go 7 at leader. Probably should have just popped this down. Alright. I have no plans for you for the moment. My next turn is this. That'll be my 6k turn. This isn't even a really good play on that turn. I'd like to have seen a 7-cost Zoro, but I haven't seen any yet. Your leader ability's been off because you keep making it so I can't rest my guys. You play the Shanks. That's fine, but you can't take anything because everything I have is a 6 or a 7. You even attack the worst target. You should attack this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They could be learning. Doubt it, but they could be. My hand is all counter all day. 6 here, maybe? Good. I don't even have to use my thinking noodle. I'm going to have to give up 2 of my Laboons this turn, though. My hope is I don't have to give up 3. No, I only have to give up 2. Because at best he can go 6 and 6 at it, or 6 and 7 at it, and those are both 2Ks. I got the counter. I'ma eat that Shanks. Yum, 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 yum. I probably shouldn't do that. You guys probably don't want to hear that near your ear. Yeah, what's the keep down? Yeah, I don't care about that, bud. So that's a nice 5k you got there. Do I put 2 Dawn somewhere? Then I only have 3 Dawn up. I get 2 attacks out of this. Not worth doing. Sure. I don't even think I pop the Brook because he has to get more attacks to get it. So we'll just let it sit there menacingly. Like, there's no point in popping it to take one of his life right now. I've got too many guys on board. Okay, there's the other Shanks. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. But now he gets less attacks than last turn. He does it again. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or do I just let it go and guarantee everything else? Because next, Rest of Dawn, hold the Luffy, 6/6. I can't save the Brook if I do that, so I might as well just let the Sanji go. Sure. Why battle for it? Mm-hmm. It's a 5. 7. Doesn't even want to give me cards over it. I'm just going to attack for 6. After that, I think I'm just going to pass. You had a 3rd Shanks. You haven't done any filtering, as far as I've seen. Yeah, no filtering yet. Well, that's rude. That also means you get nothing this turn. Do I try and kill him this turn? At the very least, I should start with a 7, I think. Get 2 cards out of his hand. Well, now I think you just die. GG. Well, they tried their best there, guys. What do we think about that one? Ooh, yeah. So the play there, I haven't played this deck, so take this with a grain of salt, but I would not have played this as a green player. I would not play the Shanks. It's too low impact when you're that close to death, especially when I have a Brook on board. What I would have done is play probably this guy here and go into this, pop the 2K back into my hand, and play out. This could play out a 5, right? Yeah. Play this out, draw 1 card, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less, get the Luffy down, and then you can just... one of the Luffys remains frozen. You can't take the other one. But that means you've developed 2 blockers and a body that turn. You'll have no Dawn left, right? But you can trash a card for it. So what we do is we actually trash this other Shanks we have in our hand. So we'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4, but this will come back to hand. So 3 cards net. But then we'll develop this guy, and this guy, and this guy makes it so that he can rest one of my characters on our attack, deleting one of these attacks from us. Very efficient. And then you've got a blocker in my way. And this can sit there. Guys is active at the end of the turn. So you've gone up 2 guys that turn. Guaranteed you don't die. And you have the chance to continue the game. And then you should get this out. But, you know, they didn't do that. So we ended up with 4 life and just some dudes. What do you think? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? We cleaned another Shanks clock. Sorry, dude. So Shanks is kind of the least scary leader for us to deal with. Whitebeard wasn't doing particularly good. We'll have to see if some of the other leaders are a little more threatening. Get you the next one. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got to see if we can find some stuff. I think I want stage here. I'm sad I'm going to lose this Usopp. I'm losing a ton of really good stuff. I'd love to have all of this, but stage is so key. Something like that. Do we want double attack, or do we want to be able to have a blocker? Double attack gets removed by Shiki fairly easily. This is good, but I don't have any Dawn restand yet. I better get this on board just to have a guy. See what we can do with this. Classic. Okay, we're going to play Laboon here. Put that on our leader. Deploy the stage. Oh man, am I going to have to play this whole game without Dawn restand? I think I have to take this, which is crazy. Yikes. Who needs Dawn restand? We're just going to play this like a madman. Swing, swing, swing. You can draw some cards, buddy. I can't let you have my hand. I need those cards. We've sculpted what we need. Yeah. Boom. That's funny. So these are both ones. We're just playing with opposite abilities. Everything I have is a 2K. Everything you have is a brick. What will it be now? They got 11 cards in hand. My Laboon's probably not making them very happy. Ooh, they get to draw a card. Minus 3,000 power. How strong. Put one Dawn there, swing, ditch a card. Yeah, it's like, you better swing 9 or I'm not giving it to you. I love the fact you just gave me a Shiki, though. There's some Dawn. Here's my other DMG. I dare you to try and save that. I'm going to put 2 here and go 9 at his leader. Have 4 Dawn up. Because this moves minus 3 to get me down to 6, 1, 1. Some bunch of cards. Come on, give them to me. Okay. Shiki is going to be very sad. Not a lot I can do about it, though. Yeah, you're 9 at my 4. Always clears. I wish I had some more Nami searchers on board to really punish this, but I don't. Oh, Strusen. Yeah, they go 8-8 or 9-7. Brooke's not particularly good here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets us to a 4K. That's probably good enough. I'm gonna just keep doing this, dude. Don't do it. You're... Oh! 7. That guy's not living. Oh, he's a 4K. Well, I might as well do this then. If you're gonna fight me over it that hard, I'm gonna eat your whole board. And your hand's tiny now, too. I might lose some guys here, but that's fine. Well, I gotta do this and this. If you got a second one, I'll just be sad. Not that worried about it, though. Yeah, you got it, dude. I'll be honest, I've got 2K counter total. So, like, if he gets 3... If he puts this on this guy and swings, I'll lose this. Eight, 9, 10. Sure. We're both going to have nothing. The difference is you're going to be able to refill your hand, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. I'm going to drop this thing next turn, and we're going to do the same thing we just did. He should kill this if he's smart. Or he can give me a card. I like cards. Nice. Now what? Your board's gonna go away. This here. I think I just leave the Dawn up. Rocks, your board disappeared, bud. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing here? 1, 2, let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Silly little man. Okay. Okay. 9. That's really good, actually. And you know Nami's getting in a swing. You know she's getting in a swing. You swing at her, she swings back. How dare you swing at my Nami? How dare he swing at my Nami? Nami retribution immediately. My Nami, you can't have it. Play your 10 cost. Play him. Yeah. Ooh, just a Shiki. Not good. You're playing on autopilot, homie. You gonna die. Yeah, I was like, you know the 7 cost is in my hand. GG. So our build is better now. And I've had to really change on how I play this matchup. He played fine right up till the end there. He countered out too heavy in the middle game. He could be learning. It's fine. I changed my build a little bit for the meta. I think I like this build better. And what I did is I went up and everything, and you guys probably saw it in the opening. But I wanted to show you guys kind of in this game where I just didn't care about my Dawn restand. I expected my characters to get removed quickly, so I just put a bunch of Dawn on them, swung at their leader, and expected to lose them. By pushing us all the way to the late game and having 3 of these on hand, he can't do anything. So this is a big body format. It's kind of what I think I'm getting into here. And we just keep pushing. Our big bodies are really good. Our 7s and our 9s, and they don't trigger a bunch of the other guys. Like, they don't trigger the mono red Whitebeard, so it's really good into that matchup. All of our stuff gets a ton of value when it's played immediately, so we beat the Shanks. Brooke is really good into the black Luffy, because we don't care about the cost. DMG is really good into the black Luffy. The minusing's good into everything right now. And unlike most of the other guys, we don't have to combo stuff. We can just play it, attack, and kill them. I think we're actually in a fairly good spot. I thought we'd be kind of power crept in this meta a little bit, but I haven't been doing bad at all. The hardest one to get used to is actually the Big Mom. And once I got used to Yellow Big Mom, I kind of figured it out. You just stop letting him heal. You let him heal once or twice in the beginning, that's fine. Their bodies don't get them any value early because of the way our leader ability works. But after that, we just play dice rolling simulator with our hand after we let them take a couple of lives, because we can just push through. So all that to say, I think we might be in a better shape than I think. I don't know. We've played a lot of games. We played a lot of ranked. We played unranked. I'm not seeing anything as far as the new leaders go that's really pushing us, but we might need to start looking at what buffs the other older leaders got, because we're just sitting pretty right now. I think that's all I got. Catch you guys in the next one. Later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of rounds of red-green Luffy, and this is the deck breakdown. What do you think? How'd I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I ask 100 times, but you guys got to tell me. All right. So this is the list I'm kind of cooking with right now. It's a little different than before. It plays a lot different too. Let's go through it real quick, and then I'm going to do a really in-depth breakdown, because I really want to see what you guys think about the kind of general strategy that I have right now. It's changing a lot than we used to play, because what we were doing before wasn't really working, so I'm curious to see what you guys think. All right, let's jump into it. I'll read the leader, as it's the most important card. Then we'll do a quick breakdown of every individual card before we go over the full list breakdown. Dawn times 1 on our opponent's attack. If you have 5 or less active Dawn cards on field, you may rest any number of your active Dawn cards up to one of your leader or Straw Hat Crew type characters gains plus 2,000 power for each Dawn that was rested by this effect. All that really means is that our leader and our characters are very tanky, because we have up to 10k counter a turn, more if we find some events. I'm running 3 copies of Jewelry Bonding, so 1/2/1 Searcher, looking at the top 4 for Straw Hat Crew. I'm running 2 copies of Sanji, a 2/3/2k. It makes one of our 6,000 power Straw Hat Crew unblockable for the turn. We play this just because it steals games and it's a decent searchable 2k. I got 4 copies of Rono Zoro, a 7/9 brick. Makes our leader 7 8k leader until the end of our opponent's next turn, and it gets character rush if they got an 8,000 power body on board. We got Monkey D. Luffy, a 7/9 brick. He's got rush if you have 3 Dawn cards given, and on play he'll minus one of our opponent's characters by 1,000 for every Straw Hat Crew type card. That includes stage and leader for a maximum of -7. And then we got 4 copies of Nami. It's a 1/2/1. Look at the top 5 for Straw Hat Crew other than Nami. We got 4 copies of Laboon. It's a 1/2/2k. It's anti-removal for 7,000 base power or lower characters, not once per turn. We got Usopp, 3 copies, a 4/5/1, resends 2 Dawn at the end of every turn. We got 4 copies of Nami, a 4/2/1k. Blocker on play, rest up to 2 of our opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less, then set up to 5 Dawn cards active at the end of every turn. I got 4 copies of Sanji, which is a 5-cost, 7,000 power brick. On play, he'll restand 2 Dawn. End of our turn, he'll restand 1 more Dawn every turn. Got 2 copies of Luffy. He's a 6/7 brick. He has double attack, and on play, he'll restand 4 Dawn. And then we can't play a cost 5 or more character for the rest of the turn. 2 copies of Brook as a 6/6/1. On play, rest up to one of our opponent's cards. That's leader, characters, or Dawn. And activate main, we can trash this guy out and restand one of our 8-cost or lower characters. I'm running 2 copies of the new Shanks. It's a 10/12 brick with rush on play. He'll set up to 2 of our Dawn cards as active, then rest all of our opponent's characters. We've got 2 copies of Dead Man's Game. It's a 1-cost event for +3 to our leader. Activate main, you can rest 3 additional Dawn cards and rest up 2 of our opponent's characters and or Dawn. I've got 2 copies of I Know You're Strong, so I'll go all out from the start. It's a 1-cost event. You can rest 2 additional Dawn cards and freeze 2 of our opponent's 7-cost or less from refreshing their next refresh phase, and it's a 3k counter for our leader. I got 4 copies of Charleston. It's a 2-cost event for +4 to one of our leaders or characters. Then we can discard a card and restand 3 of our Dawn cards, generating an extra 2k out of thin air. It's also got a trigger of rest up to one of our opponent's leader or characters with a cost of 3 or less. And then we've got Stage in Thousand Sunny. It's a 1-cost, looking at the top 5 for Straw Hat Crew, and then placing the rest at the bottom of the deck. And activate main, you can rest this stage, give it to one of our Monkey D. Luffy up to 1 rest of Dawn. That includes our leader or one of our 3 different Monkey D. Luffys, or is we down to just 2? Looks like we're down to just 2. I'm used to having my starter deck Luffy. But for now, this is what I'm running. All right, so let's kind of break this down. Even and odd curve, we don't really care, in case anybody was wondering. Now that we got Stage, if we find this on our even Dawn curve, we're doing just as good as we would on our odd Dawn curve. I actually think we're doing a little better on our even Dawn curve as of late, just because if you can find double Sanji, that's a scary turn for your opponent. But let's go over what's so different about the way we've been playing and kind of what's different about the deck list, because it doesn't look like it's changed all that much, but it's a pretty big difference to me because I'm so attuned to the deck. I went down a Sanji, or I went down an Usopp, so I'm only running 3, which is insane because it's restanding Dawn. But we're playing in such a big body format that having a 5k on board doesn't do much. It's too easily removed. There's too many Dawn minusing effects that can drop this down to a 3k or a 2k. So there's just no reason to ever turn it sideways. So I don't want more than one of them sitting on my board at any given time. It's something I started playing early, and then I just ignore it until I basically am ready to let it go or use it to swing for lethal. I don't turn this sideways anymore, which is weird. I went up a Monkey D. Luffy and a Rono Zoro. I'm running 4 and 4 now, and I have to be honest, I'm playing usually most of my games. I'm playing these out, and if I don't have any Dawn restand, I'm fine with it. I just want the bodies. Getting a 7/9 on board that makes us a 7k leader means we're not getting hit very much. If we have Stage to get one underneath there, we have 3 Dawn up naturally. If we've kept the Sanji around, we get 4. That's fine. That means I get to attack for 8 and a 9 that turn. And then I just want to chain these Luffys as fast as I can. So as soon as the Zoro hits field, I want to do that as like my first 10 Dawn turn. And then any turn after that, I just want to start dropping these Luffys as fast as I can. Because it eats their board while developing larger bodies for us. And they just can't answer them fast enough. Because we're both removing and pressuring at the same time, which a lot of other decks can't do. I like this list a lot. I almost want to go up another Shanks. I haven't needed to play more than 1 in any game, but finding it is Not certain, but I don't know if I even need it. So I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud while I look at the list. You guys tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. But this is kind of what I'm going with. The chain of these is really important. I'm almost tempted to get another Bonnie in here so that I can find these faster and more reliably. But then I have to give something up. Because right now, every one of my utility cards is kind of where I need it to be. I don't want to drop this any lower than 2, because having 6 2Ks in the deck is cutting it pretty slim right now. 2Ks aren't super important in the meta right now, so I'm actually using these mostly for their utility. I need the Laboon for anti-removal, so it can't ever go to lower than 4. My searchers are already where I need them to be. I only run 4 blockers in the entire deck. Can't drop those. Can't drop my Sanjis, because they're the best card in the deck. I need 2 Luffys in case I find yellow matchups, because it is my win con there. Having 2 Brook is good enough, because I want to be able to find them when I do need them. I don't think I can go any lower than 2 here, and I just went up another DMG the other day, because I wanted these to be a 2-2 split, because I'm not freezing much anymore, because most of the meta is big body based. What do you guys think? What do we do here? I don't know. I think I have to kind of stick with this for now. I could always go down an Usopp and up a Jewelry Bonnie. Would that be crazy of me to do? These just get so little value right now that I don't really want them. We're playing against so many decks that aren't board flooding anymore. All the new stuff is pretty much one body a turn with a big effect to pay it off. Which means I kind of can calc out what my opponent's going to swing at me on any given turn and then push. I can just push back on them really fast. I have thought about this withdrawal now and allow me to save face. KOing 2 of our opponent's rested characters at the cost of 6 or less is really pretty strong. It's just Gravity Blade. That's all this is. So you can ignore the counter bit because it doesn't do anything for us there, but Gravity Blade's pretty decent most of the time. I've got a question, ladies and gentlemen. Lion's Song. Interesting little card. Rest up to one of your opponent's leaders or cost 4 or lower characters. A 2-cost event. I got a bunch of blockers in my way right now. I can't remember the last time I used the freeze ability of this. I haven't used the freeze ability for this in a long time. But using 2 Dawn to get out of an attack is not unreasonable for our deck. And there's a ton of when attacking leaders right now. And if they don't attack with them first, I kind of like this. It's even got a good trigger. This is a really good split. I got so much stuff that rests stuff. What if I go down here and up one of these? I want to try this next. This is my next spice deck here. There's so many when attacking leaders. I think this could be really good. And I saw I'm rambling, but just so you guys know, I did see a list of the red-green matchups recently, and like a ton of them against the new leaders are all really bad. But here's the thing. I put a grain of salt on that because the thing that red-green Luffy can do better than almost any other leader is tech into a ton of different stuff. Look at what I've done to my list in order to get a leg up on the new guys. Like, I can play this Shanks. I just went up some bodies here. I'm going to play a strategy where I don't even do a ton of Dawn restanding because I don't think Dawn restanding is good anymore. But I can just naturally have an extra 3 or 4K or 3 or 4 Dawn standing just by playing my guys in a decent order. And if I've got these in my hand, and I could set up at like 7 Dawn if I wanted to, just rest a counter, take a hit, or block, I could get out of some stuff here. But, like, I'm just teching against the current meta, and that's what red-green's really good at. And this is searchable, because this is Straw Hat Crew. Alright, guys. Let me know what you think. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? It's been a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing in the new meta. Don't disparage if red-green's not the best thing in the world. It's fine. There's other leaders we're going to play with. I will try out more. But right now, I kind of want to see what I can do to make a good dent in the current leaderboards. So I think that's all I got. Do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1,000. That's my big dream right now, is 1,000 of you guys. And if you can help me along the way, I would really appreciate it. But that's all I got. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Keep killing out there. And remember, it is just a game. So try and have some fun with it. All right. Later.